There it goes. Coming in hot. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Episode 26.
Mm-hmm.
Slashcast.
Yeah.
Halloween 8, Resurrection.
Movie.
And 2018, a.k.a. Part 2.
Which, you know, saving grace of this podcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
Halloween 2018,
Anyway.
a.k.a. H40.
H40, yes. But Resurrection, I would say, was pretty much pointless as far as the entrance in the franchise goes, but except to kill Jamie Lee Curtis because she was done. Otherwise, any good things you can say about that movie?
Yeah, the end credits.
The end credits.
I don't understand it. We go from Michael being the main focus of the movies to, hey, we're going to start a reality show in the Myers house. That seemed to me like that was the main focus of it. It had nothing to, okay, so Michael comes back. Okay. It had nothing to do with, other than the fact that he goes and takes care of Lori.
Yeah. But that was
at the asylum or the hospital or wherever she was at. This move just completely fell flat. The other fact is, remember how we were telling you about last week with, H2O with, this is the part where I was saying, how are they bringing Michael back? And that's the only way, and it was so lame of how to make Michael survive after H2O.
Was it better than a dream sequence?
No, it wasn't better than the dream sequence.
We could add a dream sequence.
Okay,
it never happened.
So yes, and we've already touched somewhere down the line. I think Michael is highly intelligent. He's dangerously intelligent, dare I say. So we pick up from that night of Halloween H2O. A coroner or whatever comes in, right?
The ambulance driver.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Some official-looking guy that was an EMT or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Michael crushes his larynx.
Uh-huh.
Puts his mask on him. Okay.
his whole
basically
costume.
Whole costume.
Yeah.
So we see Michael at the end of H2O. He's laying in the back of the van, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden he sits up. So how did Michael knock this guy out? Okay, we already know he's not talking because the larynx is crushed.
Yeah.
First thing I would have done, did Michael super glue, duct tape, staple, nail the mask on, sit up, take the mask off, go, do your best Jamie Lloyd impersonation. Hey, I'm not Michael. Okay. Get past that.
Yeah.
Through the windshield. Once again, this gets opened. Sorry. Get past the windshield, he sits up, gets hit with a van.
And holds on.
And holds on for dear life.
And we see the eyes that we've seen throughout the entire movie. The same person, obviously. Yeah.
We do the roll down the hill, and then getting... you know what?
The van rolls over. But that's in the last movie, though. We're still not even talking about Resurrection.
Well, yes, we are.
Oh, the beginning.
This is the beginning of Resurrection.
Guess,
this is how we're going to explain how Michael,
yeah,
is still Michael. So Michael apparently boogied on out of the school, had this poor schmuck dressed up like him. It was lame. But it was the only way, honestly, and I'm sitting here trying to think to myself, what could they have done
Nothing.
to make it better? Oh, yeah. I already said that in the last podcast, episode 25, with taking Michael out and having it actually be Michael killing the guys in the van. Don't let Lori pull the gun, take the axe, evidence.
Yeah, I mean, there's different ways. I mean, the head cutting off thing kind of it limited them what they could do.
What should have been the end of it? That's
Yeah,
it.
they're gonna
Halloween,
do it.
H2O, boom, done.
Yeah.
Okay? In my opinion, and I know I don't want to sound like I'm getting upset or mad, but I mean, you can only do so much. I mean, sequel this, sequel that. I mean, you can only...
I mean, look at that. Like, how can you go wrong with that cast? Anyway, we got.
Did you see the movie? That's how they went wrong with the cast.
Many a time, yeah. Yeah, Resurrection just is a stupid mess of just a movie to make because of the internet age, I guess, and that's all it was.
But okay, so and the other kind of problem that I have is Michael just in the beginning of Resurrection finds his way to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
You got the one guy that's like numbers from Death Race 2000. Oh, this one here, 1935. And he had the bodies under the. Okay, Michael goes and sees his sister. Apparently, Lori has been planning this whole time while in a mental institution.
Yeah.
How to. Michael's coming to get me. He's always coming to get me, and I know that's a fear that was driven into our minds through everything with Lori, which is great. You build booby traps on top of the roof. Don't sit there and be quiet and look down. Come on, man. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I mean,
no. I'm saying it just didn't. Why the hell? How wouldn't they notice that she's building that shit on the roof? First of all, that's the first one. Second, they don't get just alone time to go and walk around the damn building and do whatever.
Let alone the roof.
Let alone the roof. Yeah.
And the biggest one that I have. Where the fuck is she getting the materials?
Yeah. It was a rope pulley system.
The hell with all that. Where's she getting all the steel to build the frame to swing them out over and all
Dude,
that?
like I said.
But then once again, he comes for her. You've got him snared, hanging over the edge of the building. Mm-hmm. I have to be sure. Wrong answer. But this is him.
But she wouldn't even know what he looked like.
Well, yes, she would.
Why?
Because she saw him at the end of the first one when he pulled the mask on. I mean, you want to really get to it. I mean, I know that's a lame point to bring up. Well, not lame, but I mean, he was unmasked in the first one.
Yeah, he was.
But... So maybe she saw him, maybe she didn't. But then, of course, Michael grabs her. I'll see you in hell.
Yeah.
Jamie's
and
done.
Literally the end.
Jamie's supposedly done.
Well, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
But after that, why would you have any care about who he kills?
The credit should have rolled right there.
Yeah,
I mean, I would have taken if it was like $1.50 to get in to see it, like a 15-minute movie. I would have taken that.
Like
that would have been it.
I didn't care about him killing anybody else in that movie. They were just nobodies. They tried to have a connection between the lead actress and him. They made no sense whatsoever. She was seeing visions of him, but for no reason. It was terrible.
And I'm not taking anything away from anybody else. Was it Tara Banks, whatever her name is, or and Busta Rhymes. I mean, the acting was okay, but it was just a lame ass idea. We're gonna make a reality show. Hey, we got the old Myers house. It's 20-some years later. It was already dilapidated in 1978.
Yeah.
It should have been raised. It should have been, I mean, there it is. Yeah. Just, a couple vines grew up here or there or whatever,
Somebody was taking care of that thing.
Yeah, well. I just thought it was a...
There were just so many mistakes, so many pointless things. The movie itself didn't make any sense as far as any kind of advancement of Michael.
Well, they're making it like Michael's coming back to own his, this is my property. Oh, you damn kids, get off of my,
Yeah, it just didn't make sense. And then obviously he was living under the house because they found real rats and shit. But why was he living under the house if he had the whole house to live in? It just didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense.
And Busta Rhymes' character, and like I said, I've seen this twice. Ugh. And I don't know any of the characters' names and anything because, quite frankly, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But he set up everything. I mean, he also dressed up like him, and that was the whole thing at the end, Michael kind of versus Michael, and going,
Yeah, and Michael doesn't kill him. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Why would he leave him? It's just stupid. Does karate. Michael gets karate kicked out of the window. What?
I-
That's it. I mean, what?
I'm
I'm
done.
trying.
Okay.
I'm giving them a little more why the movie sucks.
Because it does.
Yeah.
It just, after you take out Jamie, I mean, wouldn't it have made sense more? How many? Okay, and all the timelines. How many times has Michael broken out of someplace? Okay, I could have seen Jamie Lee Curtis playing Laurie Strode as kind of how do I want to say it? Almost like the role of Michael. I mean, have her break out. She hears something's going on. Da 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 da. Here we go. The hunter becomes the hunted, and yeah, the hunter becomes the hunted. Michael starts, and there you have it. Kill them both at the end of the movie. Why do we have to do a reality show which had nothing to do with any of the freaking timeline or anything? As far as I'm concerned, and I don't know if you agree with this or not, the timeline ended when Jamie went off the roof of the institute, the hospital, whatever it was. That was it.
That's why I said we didn't care about anybody after that, because she was it.
That was it. Done.
His whole mission was
Michael's hanging on one arm, just looking like Captain America holding a helicopter.
His whole mission was to kill her, and that was it. We watched it happen. Why would we want to sit there for another hour and a half?
Mm-hmm.
But this was all political shit for Jamie Lee Curtis. I wanted to just get it over
with.
Yeah,
like I said though,
it was a money thing.
I could see her almost becoming like a Sarah Connor in this. I think it would have been a little bit more entertaining, maybe a little better script. But I mean, hey, who am I? I just wire up plugs and lights and switches for a living. I mean,
no, it's just I agree. I don't think anybody watches this movie and says, "Well, this is a great addition to the franchise," or anything. So, I don't think we're wrong in saying that.
I'm pretty much done with it.
I'm good with it. 0.5 out of 5 for me. 0. It has Michael in it. I gotta give it something. I don't know.
It has Michael in it, so you have to give it something. Okay,
That's it.
Fine. I'll give it a 0.52 just because we kind of see closure with Laurie.
Yeah.
But once again,
didn't matter because we got it back.
That whole. Oh God. And that's the other thing that's confusing about this whole all the different timelines. It's so confusing. Not confusing, but you have to kind of realize, okay, we're going into this one. All right, so from here to here, this doesn't exist. So we've retconned back to the end of the first one, and we're so.
And this shit's almost impossible unless you are a real fan, because if you try to explain this to somebody who's not a fan, or they watch a movie out of order, they're like, "What the hell is this?" They don't. It's very confusing. You can't understand it.
Exactly. You would almost have to, if you wanted to do it, you would almost have to watch 1 and 2, and then the way to watch it would be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Go back and watch 1 and 2, H2O, and this god awful pile of shit.
Monkey shit.
And then start Halloween 1 again, and then Halloween and Halloween.
Yeah, yeah. Halloween 4-0.
Yeah.
And then that'll go along with the kills in the end coming up soon. But
and
there's a lot of different ways to watch it.
There are.
To where you don't even have to watch
if you
the
actually
other
think like the Elm Streets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up to 6 Freddy's Dead, where you actually watched them in chronological order.
There you go.
Thank you so much. You can't do it with these ones up to a certain point. I mean, certain point up to part 3. You kind of goes away by the wayside.
Yeah,
I hated it.
Yeah, it's terrible. You don't have to watch it for any reason except, if you know of the characters, see Jamie Lee Curtis to get killed and stop.
Watch up until the point where Michael breaks character, much like you hear like the WWE wrestlers like the Undertaker. He's doing something, all of a sudden he breaks character, something happens, oh my God, that's not the Undertaker. Or after Michael kills, Laurie, he's walking down, there's the little guy with a clown mask on. Apparently Michael, becomes one with him. Oh, I remember when I was a wee lad, when I stabbed my sister, I had a clown suit on too. So he gives him his knife and turns around and walks away. Here's a souvenir. Huh?
My job is done. He was done.
Apparently it wasn't.
Until he got to his house and said, "What the hell are these people filming a show in my house for? Now I got to kill them."
I would have liked to see Michael, walking up to the house, taking the coveralls off, taking the mask off, hanging that up, putting it under some kind of clear glass case, whatever. I'm done. See him walking in, make some coffee and everything, and all of a sudden, the van pulls up and, lame ass TV or whatever, and we're gonna do this, and all of a sudden he slams the coffee mug down. It's
Dangertainment.
Yeah, that was it. Dangertainment.
God.
Michael goes back.
Then he has to go back to work. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That'll be
Michael walk over,
like
pull the coveralls back on, take the mask out, take a time card, time to kill, and
it would have been more entertaining.
It would have been.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's it for Resurrection.
Thank God.
Yes. We're going to get into the kills on the commercial. I got them on there already, and then we'll get into 2018.
Kills weren't all...
What?
In Resurrection.
What about
Like I said, they weren't all bad. They weren't all good. There was,
I mean, there was a couple off-screen ones, but the ones that were on screen were pretty
decent.
Pretty decent, yeah. You'll see.
Yeah. Watch them. They're coming up.
Yes, sir. And then we'll be back with 2018, or Halloween Part 2, if you're in the different timeline. Okay? Good?
I guess so, man.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with it, too.
Okay, be right back.
Michael Myers.
Say something!
Dad, look out!
You stay here. I'm gonna make sure no one's hurt. You call the police.
Okay. Dad.
Run! Whew.
What's up?
Oh my God! Fire! Oh, please, somebody! Somebody please help me! Please, somebody help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Please help me!
Look! It's him!
Here we go. Don't hit him!
Watch out!
Michael! You killed him. He's dead. Stand back. I'm not going to say it again. Step away from the suspect. Step away. So, this is what it feels like. Make room for my patient. Michael. Say something.
Hey, any word on Allison? Right.
Okay, coming back. Coming back like that. All right. Hot mic, hot mic.
Hot mic. Hot mic. Hi.
All right, we are going to keep going with...
Yeah, Mike is a little hot.
What do we have here? This is actually... I mean, we haven't decided on the zombie one, so this is actually the last Myers movie we're going to be talking about for a while.
We're going to shotgun all three, the remaining ones. I think we ought to. We ought to at least touch on Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
And then we can...
Yeah, we'll do 1 and 2.
We could take Rob Zombie's 1 and we can have our debate about it. And 2 we can go...
Yeah.
And,
that'll be a good one.
well, get us into
Another shit
2018.
All right, we're here 40 years later after the original events of that Halloween night, 1978, and Jamie Lee Curtis is an alcoholic who has been waiting for Michael, training, shooting, blah, blah, blah.
Became a survivalist, I guess, and
Yeah.
a recluse.
Backwoodsy type, yeah. Now she has bunker and you know,
She's
bomb
got
shelters and all this.
cameras and
Yeah.
humongous floodlights waiting for Michael. 'Cause
Yeah.
she apparently thinks he's going to come back.
Yeah, because now this is after the original movie, 78. He was shot by Loomis, survived the bullets,
And apparently arrested.
and then arrested. He never disappeared. You got to forget the part that he disappeared at the end, too. He was just down there and got arrested after Loomis shot him.
And one of the other things that I don't understand, I mean, and like I said, I know Carpenter came back to be an executive producer.
Yeah.
Okay. He had 3 people who wrote the script. One of which is Danny McBride. Okay. So I'm not sure how a comedian actor becomes a horror movie writer. I'm not saying he didn't do a good job, but that just blew me away. That I had no idea that he helped write this.
Yeah.
Why did we get rid of the plot line of, well, the plot point, I should say, that Michael and Laurie were related?
Because that's one difference that John Carpenter didn't like when they added it.
So that means in the original Halloween, Michael just came back to
It was supposed to be just a mindless babysitter murders, basically, which is what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And Lori survived, which is what kept him trying to kill her. That was as simple
Okay.
as it was
All
supposed
right.
to
So
be.
that makes a little bit of sense. I really would have liked to seen them keep that story arc a little bit alive, but hey, whatever.
I mean, yeah, that's just their way of going. Like I said, they had all three movies were already written out: Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. So they have a whole series to end. You know, this timeline is what they said. This will end the Michael Lori timeline. So we'll see what happens.
I hope.
I'm anxious. We'll see what happens.
I hope so.
So yeah, Lori's survivalist. She's waiting for Michael to come out. Michael's been arrested and in an asylum. And then he just gets on a bus and they start driving.
Well, you just glommed over like.
What do you got?
Well, we got Aaron and Dana,
Podcasters.
the up and coming podcasters that go to.
They got a mask too.
Oh yeah, that go to, the Department of Corrections where Michael's been for 40 years.
Yeah.
We meet Dr.
Certain.
Sam Hain. Sartain.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Sam Hain. Was Loomis's student. He's been following Michael for 40 years, everything. Love the fact that he just walks them into where Michael is on the big Purina, checkerboard floor.
Went out for a picnic.
Yeah, we got a, whatever. He's sitting there and he's all handcuffed and everything. This dude pulls out, I got something from my attorney general buddy. And he pulls out a 40-year-old piece of evidence from a murder case. Do you feel anything? No, it's a freaking mask. Everybody else felt everything because everybody's...
I never understood the whole talk thing. Why the fuck do they care so much if he talks?
Well,
say something. Say something. That's all they care. They say it all movies.
Because...
How about stop killing? Stop killing. Stop killing.
Exactly.
They worry about that a little more than a dude talking.
But not saying that the beginning didn't make sense, but I mean the whole that there's a little bit of stuff here that that to me just should have been omitted. I mean,
they had to bring a catalyst.
Pulling the mask. Well,
they were the catalyst to bring Michael out to bring Lori back. Get her involved in him because. They were basically just a go-between between Michael and Lori.
Actually, if you really get down to it, the catalyst was Dr. Sartain or whatever his name is. He was, I want to see what Michael will do in the wild. I never got to... Oh, you fucking moron.
Yeah, well, he got to see.
And they call Michael a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
He killed 5 people.
Yep.
4 of which in one night, or one day I should say, and 1 15 years before. That's not a serial...
He's a multiple murderer.
He's a murderer, but
yeah.
Anyways, not getting too deep into it. I can't help it. These are little things that I pick up. But then Aaron and Dana go to see Lori, and they want to try to stick it to her, and she's like, "Nah, that's not happening." 2 failed marriages.
We get her whole backstory now. Basically.
Yeah, estranged from your daughter and your granddaughter, and
her daughter's name isn't Jamie though.
Halloween 2 through Resurrection, they don't exist in this one.
No.
Halloween.
Yep.
78, 2018. H40, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, and Lori, more or less, just shuts them all down.
Well, he takes her money.
Yeah, takes her money. You can get out of here. Yes, the boogeyman.
Yep.
Michael's real, and she just doesn't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah, so other than that, Michael how far are we in? How far you want to get into it?
Well, then we go and we finally meet Karen, her husband Ray, Ray, and her granddaughter Allison.
Yeah.
And now we're at the point of the movie where we're going to start setting up other characters. Lori is trying to have somewhat of a relationship with her granddaughter. We're kind of sneaking around this and that. We see a nice little, once again, classroom. It's almost set up like 1978's Halloween. Allison's in the back. She looks out the window. The teacher, who is voiced over by PJ Souls, which is another nice little throwback to the original one 40 years ago. Linda. You remembered again. That's 2 podcasts.
I won't forget again.
And never. What was the other one's name?
Nancy?
No, that's the name of the actress who played.
Oh, no, that's her, Nancy Lewis. Oh, Lori? Annie.
There you go. Anyways, Allison looks out the window, and we're expecting to see, no, it's Lori. Like, Lori's become somewhat like Michael, stalking, and I thought it was kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah, that was
Once
definitely
again,
what they were going for,
and we're talking about fate yet again.
Yeah, that's what they were going for, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they are, basically. They're saying it's not family, it's just fate. That's what they are.
So Michael, and then, there's a nice little, before Michael gets on the bus, there's a nice little, kind of heartwarming scene between grandma and granddaughter. Here's the $3,000 that I got, take it, go to Mexico, live your life, blah, blah, blah. He's over, why don't you let him go, forget all this. We found out that Lori raised Karen to the age of 12 whenever she apparently lost custody of her.
Yeah.
To be a survivalist.
Because she was shooting with her and all that. And
Yeah.
Not raising her.
There's a bunch of flashbacks throughout
Yeah.
the whole movie. Then Michael gets on the bus. And we see Sartain, Gaylord, whatever his name is. Lori's sitting in the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know.
Watching him, get moved. And one of the only confusing shots that I wasn't 100% sure on, why do we see Lori scream with, like, the shape walking up? I mean,
I think it was just her imagination. We're
Okay.
seeing inside her imagination. She's chugging alcohol and shit. So, yeah, she's just going. We're just getting a sense of what she's seeing, I guess, in her head.
I still don't understand why they moved Michael if he was in.
Why did she have what? Why did she have to see him get on the bus? She didn't follow him all the way to the damn hospital, obviously.
I
So what was the
don't
point?
understand why we keep moving Michael.
Yeah, well,
I mean, there's got to be another way to get Michael on the loose
I
other
guess
than
they're just
turning
assuming he's
over,
supposed to be too old to be able to do anything at this point. And they just
overturning buses and.
want to move him on because he's. Well, what would he be? I don't even know the age he would be at this point. He was 6 in 78, so that's 40. He would be 46.
He was 21.
Or 20. No, 78. Yeah, 21.
And the only reason why I know that is the gentleman who played
Yeah, he was.
Michael. Well, I'm sorry. The gentleman who played the Shape, because that's how we're listing him with the mask on now. That's the Shape,
Yeah.
which Laurie actually finally references a little bit later in the movie, was 61 when this was filmed.
Yeah, he was 61.
Nick Castle, who was the original Shape, was the guy that you actually see playing the unmasked Michael Myers, and he's actually credited as Michael Myers.
Well, Tony Moran was unmasked Michael Myers.
Well, okay, that's right.
In
I'm
the
sorry.
original, yeah.
No, did I say that wrong? The guy Nick Castle, who played the masked Michael Myers in '78, plays the unmasked Michael Myers in 2018. I believe that's Nick Castle at the beginning.
No,
No,
I don't think so. Did you read that somewhere?
I did.
Oh, I might be wrong then. I didn't think so. The only time that I heard it, they actually used Nick Castle on camera was the scene that he was in the mirror.
Nick
up in the
Castle.
house.
The Shape.
Well, yeah, he plays him in the movie.
James Jude Courtney, The Shape. That's the guy.
That's who plays him throughout Halloween 2018. He plays him in 2018 also, just in one scene.
That's what I'm getting at.
But only in the scene where he's up in the mirror in the house.
Well,
I don't know
okay.
about the whole beginning part.
I could have swore somewhere I read that Nick Castle was the one where he was chained up, where he's unmasked. And then because at the time Nick Castle was 71, 2 years ago, he couldn't do all the physical stunts and everything, and that's where that guy came in.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to do a little more research on that,
Yep.
but I could have swore that's what I heard. Anyways, that doesn't make a difference.
Yep.
So yeah, after, her watching Michael, get on the bus and leave, apparently the bus crashes. Michael causes it to, we see the dad and son.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
He wants to go dancing.
That kid had the worst.
He killed a kid on camera, though.
Yeah,
That was different.
Yeah.
That was different.
That's that kid had the worst firearm handling training in the world. He's got a beat down on a cop like he's going to do something.
Yeah.
Shoots.
But they've
shoots
been
Sartain.
they've been hunting for a while, obviously, because so why would he would? Yeah, he'd be a little more experienced, I think.
So then we get, after all that, we get the introduction to Allison's friends in school, and there's going to be a Halloween party. We see one of the jackoffs blow up a pumpkin.
That's actually Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon's son.
Yes.
I believe. Yeah, I mean they're in the movie, but they're not like.
And they're just Michael fodder.
Yeah,
I mean
they
go to the Halloween dance and
they got to give the star some friends, and that's just her friends basically.
Right.
What else?
Michael comes after him at the dance. There's a couple good.
Yeah.
As you see him, there's a couple good. Oscar, I believe one of his name was. He was a.
Oh, the nerdy kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's creepy, dude.
Yeah, he's creepy.
That kid's creepy. Kills. What do you think of the kills in this movie? Because that reminded me of one kill. That reminded me of one kill.
There's some good brutality in these ones. Even you don't really see. I don't want to say you don't see much on screen, and I don't want to say you don't see anything on screen, but the aftermath. That one, Michael just coming down. I mean, that was, Which one are you thinking about?
Well, that kid when he got spiked through the chin.
Oh yeah.
You see the spike of the fence coming up through the chin. The guy in the garage, his jaw smashed on the end of the table.
Oh, and the teeth and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, and Aaron, 9, 10, 15, 20 times either in the wall and the.
We never see him actually die though.
Yeah, his eyes closed. He's dead.
We'll see.
He's dead.
He's coming
if
back.
he ain't dead, then that's
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's not coming back.
He's an important character.
No, he ain't. Oh yeah, he's so important.
Sartain, his death. Got another little foot stomp.
You know what? That's one of the things that I still, because they're taking out the whole supernatural thing apparently.
Yeah.
So that I don't like the use of somebody stomping somebody's head in. It just, to me, that's, I don't want to say it's impossible, but
I don't know. Dude,
I mean,
he's obviously superhuman strength. I mean, he has more strength in some way than the normal people, I guess.
I'm still ain't buying it, but that's me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he could take bullets and shit. He took his fingers getting shot off. I mean, he's obviously
No, he
stronger.
didn't. No.
Yeah, he did.
He took 6 shots. That was it.
No, I'm talking about in this movie.
Oh, I'm talking about Halloween one.
No, I'm talking about
a
this
knit needle to the neck.
He got rocked in this one.
Oh yeah, he did kind of get. Well, yeah,
and
we
he's
haven't
still
got
standing,
that far.
so he's obviously. I think he has that nerve disorder where he has no feeling of pain. They said it's a real medical condition where he can't feel pain. I think that's what he has, and he just has like overactive aggression or some shit.
And plus, he's got that one. I like the way they made his left eye whited out because they actually, paid attention to the coat hanger from the.
Well, when I bought this, the option you can actually have a fake eye to wear underneath that mask too, to have the eye look like that.
Let's talk about the mask. I mean, that was the mask for the movie, not that one, but the screen used mask was sculpted.
Yeah.
And they paid such good attention to everything that happened 40 years ago. You can see the hole if you look real close, and even on that one, the hole right here where the knitting needle went through. I don't know. Hey, Scotty Connor, if you're watching this, 40-year-old latex mask that was made back in the 70s, how good would it survive? Because
in an evidence bag
So, yeah, I mean, I know it's, once again, too deep of a thought for me, but just curious. I mean, I know latex rots. I know foam latex rotted, so that's why all the Ninja Turtles look like this. But
the one mask, I had a Michael Myers mask I got from Spirit one year, like 10 years ago probably, and it just melted together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they did. Probably the 2018 mask is one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. I mean, the original 78 was still number one.
These two are mine. That's why I got them. I mean, this one's made way smaller, like it's a real tight fit.
To make it look like it's shrunk or something.
That one's way bigger on the head. But other than that, the details are exact to the movie.
Yeah. But they did a good mask. That has to probably be my second favorite mask from 2018.
Mhm.
And then third's the CGI one.
Jesus. Ugh.
So anyways,
so
now that
terrible.
we're back off the mask thing, but
Yeah.
so after we kill a bunch of other kids, it's time for the final showdown.
We get to finally see why Lori was building her things like she was, and what she was preparing for, and what she was preparing her daughter for, and all that stuff. Which is, I don't know. I love the scene. I love the climax.
Yeah, I don't have too much of a problem with the
I think
climax.
as soon as her husband gets killed out in the front yard,
Mhm.
is whenever it's the ending starts for me. You know, like he now there's nobody else outside. The cops are dead. It's just him.
Yep.
And that's the ending of
Who runs up to see if the cops or whatever? Somebody runs out. Was it Ray that ran out to check?
Yeah, that's her husband.
Yeah.
And then he gets choked out with the wire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who was the one that got their head carved, like the pumpkin?
The
and
one
tore
cop.
off? That's it. The one cop was.
Oh, he's actually the makeup artist who made the mask. Too.
Right. Okay. I didn't know that.
The guy with the goatee.
Then Michael enters the house.
Then Michael gets in.
And I'm going to tell you right now, over 40 years, Lori has become one hell of a DIY person.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got secret caves and doors and you name it, and it was an interesting thing. And
Spotlights everywhere.
if that actually is like either an actual condition of somebody that would be that fearful or whatever, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would hate to live that life.
Well, she has. I mean, I see that. Somebody that's traumatized who...
Paranoid.
Yeah, who's constantly looking over your shoulder. Yeah. That would suck.
Yeah.
I said that the other day watching videos of big mansions, and these people are like, you know, it's a impenetrable fortress. I'm like, why would you want to live a life where you got to be scared of everything?
Yeah.
You know, that sucks. And that's what she lived like. And she looked like it, or, you know, she acted like it.
Oh, yeah.
She was an alcoholic. She was, you know, obviously on meds probably, you know, just
Yep.
crazy now.
Yep. Well, her and her daughter and granddaughter kind of come together to take Michael down. I love the, you know, way that she lured Michael down to the basement. Oh, no, this and that.
Yeah.
And I learned how to do this. And there's 3 people, 2 of which have guns. Michael is in the basement, though. She pulls the lever. All the bars and everything come out.
Yeah.
Crack a shot off in his head.
Yeah.
Everybody in these movies don't have the aim that God gave. I don't.
That
know
wouldn't
where
even take aim. They were like literally
just-
2 feet from him.
yeah,
looking
really.
Up at him. If they wanted to keep shooting, they could have kept
No,
shooting.
we're gonna burn him, or we're gonna, you know. I don't know if it's the mentality of, oh, you know, just shooting him in the head, that's gonna end it too quick. We want him to suffer like he made me suffer. You know, I lost 3 friends and however many people that, you know, he killed in '78. Yeah, it was Bob, Linda, and Annie. And, well, unfortunately, the truck driver.
Yeah, tow truck driver.
Well,
and
I
then
don't
was on
think
this-
Lori
yeah.
knew who he was.
Nah, but still.
You know, we have the nice little doomsday device with the gas and all that, and
The whole thing goes up.
the whole thing goes up, and
We see them driving away in the back of a truck. They flag down.
because Michael got one good shot in to Lori in the gut.
She's bleeding, but survives.
They hitchhike. Yeah, they flag down a truck or whatever to get her to a hospital. And what do we hear?
Fire trucks.
Well, not only that,
Not
we
yet.
hear
Breathing.
Michael's breathing. Somehow he survives.
Yeah, and if you kept up on any updates on the movie, you've probably seen pictures of seeing how he survives. But I'm kind of trying to stay away from all that. So I want to go into the
he
new
fell
one.
down an ancient
I want to go into
mine
the new
shaft that was in Lori's basement, and he went into the river and he found one-eyed Willie's pirate.
One. Yeah.
I'll stop.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't be a smart ass. I mean, come on, man.
No, but it's interesting how, from what I'm gathering, how he's going to survive.
I haven't checked on anything like that because I was
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it would come out this year, but unfortunately,
Yeah, it's
1,
going to be hard.
2, 3, fuck you, COVID.
Yes. That's so stupid. Why did they have to wait another year? Just release it at a different time. Why did they have to say another year? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter if it's released in October or not. Just
Yeah, it
release the
does.
damn thing.
Oh yeah, October.
Nah, just
Please, come on,
release
man.
it.
Please, please.
If it means getting a movie earlier, I'm getting it earlier. I don't care about October. I'll watch it in October too. But I want to see the damn movie. It's made. It's edited. It's out there. Why can't we see it?
Well, look what they did with It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's not going to be aired this year. It's going to be, you can only buy it here or this and that on Hulu, this and that. And it's all about the money, man.
Why?
Don't ask me.
So it's not going to be on CBS?
No.
Jesus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's so stupid.
Thank God I got it on DVD.
Yeah. Whatever.
But it's all about,
whatever.
Whatever. Yeah,
Whatever.
it's all about, I really wish they would have, released it somehow.
Yeah. Oh, well. Got to wait another year. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully.
Hopefully, if we're allowed to go to movie theaters. Or movie theaters are going to even exist.
What do you think about a double feature? Halloween Ends, Halloween
Science
Kills, double feature.
fiction. Ooh. Double feature.
Releasing Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends together and charging double price for the ticket. You see both movies together next year. Would you go?
Depending on how long the running times are.
Average, say 3 hours for both.
We'll say an hour and a half. Give me 10 minutes to go take a leak.
Yeah, you get an intermission in between.
Shit out,
you come back
shit
and
out
you
some
watch,
popcorn or whatever. Go get refilled.
You come back and you watch.
Come back.
Or do you want to wait till 2022 to watch the other one? You know, because that's what's going to have to happen. They're going to push the third one out until then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Double feature, man. I'll pay $25 to go see both of them.
I don't know if people are going to be able to sit that long to watch two movies, so why don't they release Halloween Kills sometime April, May, then release the other one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't heard anybody else think about that. See if they. I don't know. You heard it here first. Double feature next year. You know.
It would be interesting though.
Halloween Ends.
Yeah,
Halloween Kills
hell,
together.
I'd go to see that. I mean, what the hell? I don't think I've ever been to a double feature in my whole entire life.
Of two brand new movies.
Of two brand no.
Never. It'll be a
Or
first
two
time
brand
ever.
old movies.
Yeah. But it'll be the first time ever, probably, that they release two major titles at the same time.
It would definitely be interesting.
We'll see.
Now, Mr. on the internet all the time, Halloween Kills is edited in the bag. It's ready to be released.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween Ends.
Mm-hmm.
Is it done? Filmed? What's the status?
I don't know about
on it?
Halloween Ends, no. I know Kills is, yeah.
Yeah, Kills is, but
I don't know about
they're going to have
Halloween
to, to do a double feature, they'd have to really get on the ball and get it.
Yeah. I know they were filming both of them at the same time because they coincide.
Okay.
From same nights and shit. Most of Halloween Kills they were shooting had to do with the past. They were doing a lot of flashbacks, so we're going to see a lot of 1978 footage and stuff. And then introducing the old characters again, Tommy and them. So I don't know. It's going to be two movies, but it's going to be hard to put a lot into one. I think, literally, it's going to be both of these movies are going to be one big movie. I think. But
it would be interesting, though.
We'll see. So
I definitely would go to a double feature.
What else you got? In a freeze? No, we're good. Okay, I'm happy. All right, 2018. What do you rate this one?
I'm still froze. Oh.
2018.
Sorry, we had a little issue. Whatever.
End of the episode.
Well, yeah, but still, you just want to. I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it a 3. Right in the middle of the line. Maybe, you know what? Maybe like a 3.5. I thought the writing was good. There could have been one or two little things, like I had said before, but once again, you've got to remember, we're taking Halloween 2 through Resurrection completely out of it. Yep. So, I like where they put Laurie. I like her character. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, there's, and we didn't get into it because we'd be here forever, but there are tons of references to 78. Yeah. And we're not going to sit here, but we'd be here for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But like I said, check them out. Make sure, and this just popped into my head, when Dana is in the gas station, I think it is, and she moves away or whatever. Mm-hmm. Look in the back. I saw this, and I rewound it last night to make sure. when she walks away, look through the window, you can actually see Michael killing the mechanic.
Oh yeah.
You can. A lot of people, you got to look for the odd things.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if a lot of people picked up on it or not, but.
Oh yeah, he's definitely.
But
that's where he's getting his jumpsuit first.
Yeah.
And then he had. Yeah. Then he.
Yeah,
kills
3.5. I thought the script was well done, especially coming from, like I said, a comedian and a comic actor like Danny McBride. Somewhere saying, it can't be all about dick and fart jokes. I looked that up during the break. But yeah, I thought it was well written.
Yeah.
Nice retcon of Halloween 1.
Absolutely. I love the day that Carpenter came back and did the music and produced it and showed that he was behind it.
And Jamie Lee Curtis,
Yeah,
too. I'm
she
glad she had a
produced it,
hand
too.
in it, too.
I mean, we go from Resurrection, where she just took a paycheck and killed her character off, to saying, yeah, I'll come back and do this. That told everybody, too, this has to be something good. They wouldn't come back if they didn't think it was something good.
Yeah.
So getting both of them back together, I'm sure Deborah Hill probably would have came back if she didn't pass away, too. I mean, if he believed it was that good, it would have been cool to have everybody from the original back. But
So what's your ranking?
for this, actually, it's a 4 out of 5 for me.
Okay.
I loved it when I saw it in the theater. I love the throwbacks. I love the continuity. I loved the writing. I know that it's part of, and their version is really just a trilogy. So I'm looking at it as a start of a trilogy, and how they're going to finish it off.
Yeah, I guess you could.
They have an idea already. They already had the plan. They had the script. So it has to make sense because they wrote it in order. It's not going to be like the other sequels that were written, by a completely different person with no vision for the other.
Right.
These are the same people, same director, making the movies.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a can't miss. I'm anxious to see. But yeah, this one was just a great sequel to the original. Loved it. So.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, man. That's that puts the pin in this party hog for episode 26.
And the end of the, as of now, timelines for Halloween franchise. What are we doing next? Episode 27.
Episode 27.
That'll be next week.
We're going to get into Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Once again, I don't have a problem with it because it kind of is what John Carpenter, Deborah Hill wanted to do, like an anthology. Take it out, set it over here, watch it separately. But we'll get into that more next week. And we might as well get into Rob Zombie's Halloweens.
Yeah, we'll do Halloween 1, Halloween 2.
Well, I tell you what.
I'll tell you right now, I won't watch Halloween 2 again, but I can talk about Halloween 1.
You know what? We're gonna give you a little extra content. We're gonna do Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 right now. It fucking blew. Made no fucking sense. Didn't make a shit of difference. It completely sucked. We had white horses and everybody run. You know what? Don't even waste your time.
It was Rob Zombie's vision, which is why it sucked. Because he actually got what he wanted.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
My opinion, and to be honest with you, this is coming from a guy who likes Rob Zombie, and not all his stuff is fantastic, but there, we just stuck a pin in
because I don't mind Halloween 1. I don't
Halloween
mind it. I like it as
we
a
have
remake.
we have our
And we'll
differences.
discuss that. But Halloween 2, I will not watch it
So
again.
next week we're going to do Halloween 3 Season of the Witch and Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yippee. But also, next week is a holiday week, and this town has something fun going on Thursday. Are we going to do anything for that?
I'm not going to be home.
You're not going to be home, are you?
No.
Okay, we're not doing anything then?
I don't know.
Okay, never
I
mind.
guess we can.
Either way,
Sure we can.
He's not going to be home.
Yeah, we can. You know what? Instead of actually doing a podcast and talking about movies, and I'm just gonna pass out candy and sit there and maybe we'll figure something out.
Some live content.
We'll do the
or
old
something, I guess.
the man on the street. Excuse me. How would you? What's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah, we'll be able to show some costumes and stuff.
You know,
and have
kids.
some fun. Halloween time. It comes once a year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we might want to rethink that about webcasts and cameras and kids and stuff.
They're in costume. I did it at Friday's Haunted Trail online. Nobody said a word. We interviewed people there. We talked to people in line and shit. They didn't care. We'll see what happens. Anyway, if we don't see you on Trick or Treat, enjoy your Trick or Treat and enjoy your Halloween.
Absolutely.
Depending on when we get the next episode up.
Oh, it'll be up. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. We'll shotgun them.
Yeah. All right, episode 26. I was Jim.
I'm still Chevy.
All right.
And I didn't die this time at the end.
Oh yeah, that was funny. And you didn't comment on the damn intro last episode.
The intro.
Yeah. Did you even watch it? Or do you skim through?
I don't watch any. I'm like Johnny Depp. I don't watch my movie. No, yeah.
It was funny as shit.
I told you I said it looked good. I loved it. That was hysterical.
We'll see what happens.
Poor old Tom Hollister. Damn it, I did it again. Sorry.
Ted Hollister. And we will be back with episode 27 next time. Goodbye.
See you guys.
Whoops.